Joining us today, Megan Walsh, the Magic Maker Coordinator of A Moment of Magic Foundation, and Jane Vitelli, who's the Vice President of the organization. So this is a nonprofit organization that allows college-age students to volunteer at children's hospitals and social service institutions to provide creative programming. Our most popular services include princess visits, superhero visits, personality visits, among others. Girls, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
So let's just get started with, what is it that, why did you both join the organization?
You want to start? Okay. Well, it was freshman year, and I was very unsure of what I wanted to do in college, and I remember seeing a Facebook post from our president, Stephanie Fallon, and she was like, I'm putting this together. I need an e-board. And I Facebook messaged her so fast going, I don't know what this is, but I looked up the website and it just looked like the perfect thing for me. I can't explain it. I would never imagine. I couldn't think it up in my own head, but the minute I saw it online, I was like, yeah, I got to do this.
Jane, what about you?
I also saw the Facebook post, and I saw an application for eBoard too, but I was a little skeptical, so I was like, I'm not going to apply for eBoard yet. But then I joined freshman year in the spring, just knowing that I was going to be maybe doing it in the fall. There were all these group chats, things going on over the summer, and then it started really picking up in the fall of my sophomore year, so last year. And there were all these different visits to go on, and I remember the current off-campus coordinator being like, "Can you just go to Wilkes-Barre this weekend? You'll get you'll get 12 hours we have characters in training, and you have to get up to 40 hours to become a character." And I was like, "Yeah, I can go on it," and it just kind of happened, and then I was in it.
So are you both characters? I don't know. Are you allowed to say that you're a character? Disney. I don't know. It's not associated with Disney, but...
No, it's not. Yes, we both are characters, so we had to go through a characters in training process where we had a small audition, we had to raise money for our costume, and we had to do, like I said, 40 hours shadowing other characters, going on
40
visits.
hours?
Yeah.
Oh my
so
God.
we have a semester, but they'll roll over if you don't finish it in time.
It's actually very easy to get, which is the crazy thing.
So that's
if
why
you want 40 hours, you will get 40 hours. We have so many things happening all the time.
That's why those long visits get you a lot of hours. And we go up to 4 hours away. So it's a 4-hour radius from our Temple campus. So I played the Mermaid Princess.
And I'm the Ice Queen.
Yes.
You can put it together from there.
So did you guys get to pick who you wanted to be?
Oh, no.
Or...
That was my question, yeah.
Oh,
So they just assign it to you?
Well, so we have a national board. So there's 20 chapters across the U.S., and every time someone auditions, it goes to nationals. We have 2 character integrity chairs that cast everyone. It's mostly based on your face shape and structure. So you send in some headshots and some body shots and go through a small audition process of a little singing video, little acting video, and you can put your top 3 of who you would want to be. There's a database of over 200 characters now.
250 or
Yeah,
something.
but you're not guaranteed to get that character.
No, in fact, in more cases than not, you will not get that character just based on...
Are there gentlemen actors?
Yes.
Yeah, there are, and we're hoping to get some more.
We
So all the boys out there who have big hearts, come
Hearts
with
of
us.
Gold,
Yeah.
join us. We do have one male character right now, and we have about 5 characters in training that are boys hoping to be characters.
So I noticed you said the mermaid princess. So you can't actually say their names. So in my head, I'm I just thought of Flynn Rider. So would it be the prince from a movie? How do you describe the male characters?
So there's just copyright issues for social media purposes and
Right.
stuff like that. When we're with the kids, we can definitely say who
Oh
we
my
are,
gosh.
or we can say do you know who I am? And then they say it, and
Yeah, because
get
if
really
they
excited.
say it, Disney won't sue the kids.
No.
Yeah.
That'd be messed up.
Yeah.
So do they provide you with the costumes, or you have to buy them and make them on your own?
Well, you have to fundraise, but you send in all your measurements and everything, and we have a costume coordinator, and she delegates ordering all the costume pieces and along with the integrity chairs, and they will send you a custom-made costume. It is made for you.
Yeah.
It's very intense.
So because obviously you both are students here, so I mean, I can imagine if you're traveling 4 hours away, that's a whole day gone. So how often, I would say, in a given semester are you girls traveling? Now,
oh gosh.
Now, is it like, oh wait,
A lot.
let me back up a little bit. So is it like every visit to a hospital or an organization, is it only like certain characters go, or everybody goes together?
Oh, it's only certain characters.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have 21 characters right now. Probably going to double that by next semester. And we have an off-campus coordinator that will send out forms saying, can you go on this visit? Can you go on that visit? And then she will put who can go on that visit. Sometimes we do have like individual visits where they request a certain character, and we try to get that person on as soon as possible. But yeah, it's not like always all of us together.
Because people have classes and everything, you have to fill out your availability. So there's some visits that are happening while people have classes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you say chapter, this is just the Temple chapter.
Yes.
Because when I was browsing through the website, they're all over.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's really cool though, because sometimes like there's some chapters in New York, so they're really close to us, and they'll be like, can you guys help us out? Or we'll help, or that we ask them to help us out. And then you get to meet people from other schools that are doing the same thing, and it's really cool.
It's really fun.
We also have Facebook pages where we have like a constructive criticism page, so all 20 chapters are on it, and we're giving each other feedback for our makeup and our wigs and our costumes and our poses. So you get to meet people
that's
from all
really
over.
like-
It's really big on
I
authenticity.
never... Wow, that's crazy.
Because
That's
they
that
want
in-depth.
every mermaid princess from every chapter to be the same, so that the kids get that same magic everywhere they go.
So Magic Maker coordinator.
Yes.
What are some of the details in terms of what your position entails, and then Jane with the vice president role?
So magic makers are the people who come along with us on the visits along with the characters. They're the ones who would not be dressed up, be dressed kind of the way we are,
Exactly,
basically. And they would be the ones responsible for talking to the hospital staff out of character, because we'd be in character. So, certain princesses can't be talking to hospital staff about stuff. So they would kind of be the liaison. And my role is kind of just keeping them all in check in terms of...
You're the princess wrangler.
Yeah.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
That's a great way to put
Change
it.
your position name now.
I actually really like that. I'm going to talk to nationals about that. But, so it's kind of just what to and not to do when you're on a visit, like at proper etiquette, and also just keeping track of how they're doing on their visits.
And I think people would also be surprised to know that like the magic makers interact with the kids like as much as the characters do too, because these kids just want a friend. So
yeah. Whether
it's
you're in a
adorable.
T-shirt or
I
a
love
dress, a kid, if you're paying attention to them, they're gonna be like, "I'm not letting go of this." Like that's
So
great.
Do you guys do anything extra special for holidays? Whether it's especially around the Christmas time, do you do like a toy drive or anything along those lines?
Well, we did a toy drive last year.
I think we did. I might have just not been involved with that.
Yeah,
I honestly
it was.
can't
It was.
remember.
But actually, something that
we did. No, we did.
Yeah, we did. Something that's really fun that we're working on this year is we're going to be at the Philadelphia Christmas Village in Love Park for their nonprofit days, and we actually just had a meeting for that yesterday, and. So we're going to be there. It's going to be fundraising with Mascots for a Cure, which is another organization that kind of does something similar to what we do, in that they bring in mascots from popular sports teams, colleges, for kids, and raising money because mascots are fun. And we're going to do this whole big event at the village that's going to involve a parade, a dance-off, photo ops with the kids, and it's all going to raise money for us. So.
Last year we also did a lot of Ronald McDonald houses have holiday things, so we did a lot of that.
Tree lightings.
Yeah, we went on a
Which is so
hospital
much fun.
visit on New Year's Eve, so that was crazy in the snow. And we also had an Easter egg hunt like fundraiser in the spring of last year, so that was pretty cool too.
Okay. All right. Last question I'm going to ask, then we got to go to break. Between now, you both dress up. Give me like one particular moment or story where like you kind of realized like that you were doing something really special for these kids.
Do you want to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. This is hard because there's so many.
It's true.
I can't pick just one. One visit, we were helping out another chapter, and we had to go around 7 hours away, and we got stuck in a snowstorm, and we ended up having to push the person who was driving. We had to push her car up a mountain because we were so stuck, and there were no hotels, like literally anywhere. So we were trying to get there as fast as we can for our visit in the morning, and it was just like such chaos getting there, and we were all just being negative. We were upset. We wanted to go home and be warm and happy. And the next day we went to a end of chemo treatment party. And when we got there, like everything, like every negative thing just like from the day before went away. And it was so worth it to be there for this little girl who was just so happy to see us. And everything that happened the night before just totally went away. And I was like, wow, like what we are doing is so special that like no matter what it takes to get here, it's worth it in the end. And so that was one of my like favorite moments, I would say.
Megan, what about you?
I would say I had to think about this for a minute, but something that really stuck in my mind and just like puts a smile on my face whenever I think about it was when I visited DuPont last spring, and which is in Delaware, and there was a little boy there who he was really shy at first, but the minute he saw like I like crouched down with him, he walked right up to me, and he just held my hand. And the entire visit, it was a solid hour and a half. He was just holding my hand and walking me around the little lounge area that they had for the kids. And the like child life specialist came up at one point and said, "Do you want to share the princess with us?" And he went, "No,
No.
no,
Of course not.
So he like, and he didn't even speak that much. It was just like he held my hand and was directing me around and like just showing me stuff. And it was just something that was so, I don't know. It just makes me really happy when I think about it. It was so simple, but it was just.
I feel like I would cry walking out of these visits, just not in a bad way, but in a jovial way.
Yeah, because of what you're doing. I mean, it's a really cool organization. When I first heard about it, like I wanted to get you guys on here just because I just love stories like that. I think it's awesome.
It's the feel-good stories we need on Friday.
It is. So,
True.
Jane, Megan, thank you guys very much for coming in today. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you for having us.
If you want to follow them on Instagram, it's at A Moment of Magic Temple U. If you're a male and you got the physique to be Superman, you might be able
will love
to.
you.
We'll take
And
all the
just
physiques.
Just join us.
So-
Monday GBM.